Welcome to my YouTube channel, dear first PUC students, namely MC's Math channel. And here I would like to discuss the multiple choice questions which may appear in the first PUC board exam. So here I have written a first question on the board from sets chapter. So, which of the following is not correct? Means it is false. First option, the set Q of rational numbers is a subset of the set R of real numbers. Second option, B, is the set of all x such that x is an even natural number. This symbol, what I have written, we read it as a subset of, that means this left side is a smaller set, is the set of all x such that x is an integer. Third option, C, if A is the set of all prime divisors of 56 and B the set of all divisors of 56, then B is a subset of A. And the fourth option is set of all elements containing 1, 5, 9 is a subset of the set containing elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So I think you have already answered this question in your mind, and I will tell you, in fact, option C is not correct. Means here this question option C, because in C, set A is the set of all prime divisors of 56, and prime divisors of 56 are 2, 7, and set B is the set of all divisors of 56. If I start from 1, 2 divides, then there is 4 divides, 5 does not divide, 6 doesn't divide, 7 divides, as well as 8 divides, 9 doesn't divide, 10 doesn't divide, 11, 12, 13 not possible, but 14 that divides 56, 14 fours are 56, 15 does not divide, 16 doesn't divide, 17 doesn't divide, 18 doesn't divide, 19 does not divide 56, 20 does not divide 56, 21 does not divide 56, 22 does not divide 56, 23 doesn't divide 56, 24 doesn't divide 56, 25 also doesn't divide 56, 26 doesn't divide 56, 27 doesn't divide 56, then comes 28, which is half of the number 56, it has to divide 56, therefore 28 correct. Then the last number which has to divide 56 is itself 56, and set A is smaller than set B, but in option C they have given B is a subset of A, means B set of all the elements present in B are present in A, which is not true. For example, 1 is present in B but not present in A, therefore B is not a subset of A, therefore statement C is incorrect. Now briefly I will tell you why option A is a correct statement, because the set Q of rational numbers is always a subset R of real numbers. Yes, it is a true statement, it is not a false statement. Set of all rational numbers is smaller set compared to set of real numbers, that is the bigger set. In fact, the set of real numbers not only contains a set of rational numbers, it also contains set of irrational numbers. Therefore, set of rationals put together with the set of irrationals is the bigger set or set of real numbers. Therefore, it's a true statement. Option B is set of all x such that x is an even natural number. Even natural numbers start from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so on. Whereas it is a subset of, this symbol is, we read subset of set of all x, x is an integer. Integers contain, all of you know, 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 4, and so on. Therefore, all the even natural numbers, they are also integers. But there are integers which are not even natural numbers. For example, if I take -1 or +1, they are integers, but they are not even natural numbers. And why option D is incorrect? Easy to verify. Say the set containing elements 1, 5, 9 is a subset of the set containing these 3 elements, these 5 elements, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Say all the 3 elements 1, 5, 9 are present in this set as well. Say 1, 5, 9. Therefore, D is a correct statement, B is a correct statement, true statement, A is a true statement, but only C is not a true statement. C is a false statement, that means not correct. Kindly go through the answer. Here is the second MCQ, again from sets chapter, and let me pause for a while, and meantime you can answer this in your mind. Yes, dear students, I hope you have answered it, you have understood the question. The question is, let A is equal to set containing elements 1, 2, this within flower bracket 3, 4. That means the set containing 3, 4 is also an element of A. 5 is an element of A. Not 3 alone is an element of A. No, 3 does not belong to A. 4 does not belong to A. Therefore, option C and option D are incorrect. Incorrect. Therefore, either it should be option A or it should be option B. Option A says the set containing 3, 4 is a subset of A. No, this is also not correct. False it is. Because this set containing 3, 4 all by itself is an element of A. So it belongs to A. Belongs to A we use whenever it is an element of A. Therefore, to this question, option B is correct. Kindly go through. Dear students, here is the third MCQ from trigonometry, and all of you know trigonometry topics students usually find difficult. That is why I would request you, please concentrate very well to understand the trigonometric idea. Say for example, here one figure is given in the question itself, and they have said that there is an angle theta whose terminal side means the side which is ending is given by OB, and the initial side of the angle OA, it's understood like that, and B has coordinates 3, -4. They are asking find the value of sine theta. So sine theta, we may start like this. Definition of sine theta is we may start by taking y by r, or roughly speaking, to understand for you people better, I say just in words orally, I don't write on the board. Sine theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So here r is very clearly it can be obtained. See, I will do it here. See the figure r is nothing but the distance OB, where what is O is the origin which has coordinates 0, 0. B has coordinates 3, -4. Therefore, OB is using distance formula, square root of 3 - 0 the whole square. This plus -4 - 0 the whole square. Therefore, it is square root of, say 3 - 0, 3 square 9 plus -4 - 0 -4 whole square plus 16. So square root of 9 plus 16 is 25, square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, here our denominator becomes 5. Therefore, whichever option where the denominator is not 5, it is first of all ruled out. For example, option A, denominator is not 5. Therefore, this option A is incorrect. Therefore, either option B or C or D should be correct. Therefore, we need to find y. Means, roughly speaking, in your language, I said we need to find opposite. To find opposite side, I draw this perpendicular. To find small letter y. Y means the vertical distance measured on the y-axis. Starting from origin, measured on negative y-axis. So it is the B has coordinates 3 comma minus 4. 3 means x coordinate, not y coordinate. I need y coordinate. Minus 4 is the y coordinate. Therefore I will repeat, y coordinate is minus 4 because it is on the negative y axis, not plus 4. Therefore it has to be option C correct. Say this is y coordinate which is minus 4. So this is minus 4. Therefore sine theta is minus 4 by 5, which is option C is correct. Why not option B? Option B would have been correct if they had asked cos theta instead of sine theta. Yes, cos theta, that would have been the opposite, the adjacent side 3 divided by hypotenuse 3 by 5. Therefore cos theta, had they asked, then it would have been 3 by 5. It is definitely not option D. Therefore option C is correct. Kindly go through the solution. Dear students, here is the fourth MCQ, again from trigonometry. Multiple angle formula is given. If sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x into cos x, then sine 6x is equal to. First of all, I will tell you the speciality of this given multiple angle formula. Say sine 2x given, then beginning 2, front 2, in that no change. But this is called the measure of the angle 2x. That 2x, here I will write that 2x, if you divide by 2, always divide by 2, always divide by 2, not because it is 2x, that's why you have to divide by 2, no, always divide by 2, you will get angle, measure of angle x, that should be written on the right hand side, 2 sine x cos x. That is why I have now my question sine of 6x. Say instead of 2x I have 6x. It doesn't mean that in the front you have to write 6. No, I said in the front always say. So in the front it is 2 itself. Of sine of, look at the measure of angle 6x. We have what? 6x. And I said always divide by 2. So divide by 2. So we get this as 3x. Therefore here it should be sine 3x and into cos 3x, which is nothing but option C is correct. Therefore fourth question, option C is correct. Kindly go through the solution. Dear students, here is the fifth MCQ and it is from complex numbers chapter. So the value of minus square root of minus 1 whole to the power 4n plus 2. I will start from square root of minus 1. One should know in complex number is I, imaginary number. Therefore, the given question becomes, say, I write here given question, short form, GQ. It becomes, say, this minus same. The square root of minus 1 is I. Whole power, same. I will write 4n plus 2. Now, this using law of indices, minus 1 into I power 4n plus 2 can be written as minus 1 is here. Minus 1 power this 4n plus 2 into I power 4n plus 2. And this 4n plus 2 is an even number. Therefore, minus 1 power even number is plus 1. So, I will write here plus 1. Whereas I to the power 4n plus 2 using again this law of indices, a power m plus n is equal to a power m into a power n. This can be split as I power 4n into I power this 2, that is I square. Now I power 4n value is always 1. So 1 into this is another 1. Say I will write here, you should know I power 4n is I power 4 whole raised to n. I power 4 is plus 1 power n. So it is always 1. Then finally I square remains. So one should know I square is minus 1, not plus 1. Therefore, last one minus 1. Hence, the product is 1 into 1 into minus 1, which is minus 1. Therefore, this question, option D is correct. Kindly go through. Dear students, here is the 6th MCQ and the chapter is binomial theorem. Therefore, first I will tell you the binomial expansion. Say, one should know this properly. A plus b whole power n is nc0 a power n into b power 0 plus nc1 into a power n minus 1 into b power 1 plus so on, plus the r plus 1th term, or what we call general term, is NCR a power n minus r into b power r plus so on. The plus last term is NCN a power 0 b power n. So this full expansion can be written as a plus b whole power n, or the right hand side can be summarized, can be written as a summation. Sigma, I will write NC instead of writing 0, 1, etc. In general, I will write NCR. Instead of writing this is a power n minus 1, etc. I will write in general a power n minus r into, I will write b power r, where r varies from 0 to n. See, please understand this properly. Once again I tell you, put first of all r0. So you will get nc0 a power n minus 0, which is a power n into b power 0. That means we get the first term. And sigma symbol means plus. Then put r equal to next number 1. So we get nc1 here, a power n minus 1 into b power 1. This is the next term. Then again, because of sigma, there is plus. Next put r equal to 2. We get nc2 a power n minus 2 into b power 2. That term is here, which is there. In fact, only thing is I have not written. We have written dot. It means the term is there. Plus so on. When you put this r, you get the most general term. NCR. Yes. A power n minus r, yes, here into b power r, and so on. To get the last term, put r equal to last value, n. You get NCN, a power n minus n, a power 0. See, that is written here, a power 0, into b power n. That is written here. Now coming back to our question given. What they have given is sigma. Yes, correct. And they have given r equal to from 0 to n. This is also correct. And they have given 3 power r into NCR. So shall I write NCR first? NCR I will write first. And you may be thinking I am going to write now 3 power r. No, 3 power r looks like b power r. Therefore, somebody may be thinking b is in this exercise 3. Yes, you are correct. But I want a term in the middle, right? Which term we need in the middle? Something a power n minus r. Such a term they have not given. I will repeat. Something like a power n minus r they have not given. But since it is involved in the product, that a shall I take as 1 power n minus r. 1 power n minus r. See, that looks like a power n minus r into b power r. B power r is, now let me write 3 power r. Now I request you, please compare this exactly with our this one. Say, we have here sigma, yes, correct. And NCR, yes, we have NCR. Then A is 1 power n minus r, B is 3 power r, r varies from 0 to n, and that entire sum could be written a plus b whole power n. Here in place of small letter a we have 1, in place of b we have 3, therefore it has to be a plus b. Say a is 1 plus b is 3 here, 3 whole power n, hence 1 plus 3, 4 power n it is. Therefore this question, option C is correct, 4 power n is correct. Now again I will tell you, you may be thinking, sir, you have brought 1 into 1 power n minus r. Won't it make any difference in our question? No, it will not make any difference. Why? Because NCR, okay, that is there. Then 3 power r, okay, it is there in the question. Sigma r equal to 0 to n, yes, it is there in the question. Then this NCR and 3 power r are multiplied by something 1 power n minus r. You know, n minus r is a positive integer or maybe 0. Therefore, 1 power this positive integer is always 1. It won't make any difference in the question. Again, I will tell you, in place of A we have 1, in place of B we have 3. Therefore, substitute back here A1, B3. So, A1, B3, 1 plus 3, 4, 4 power n. Option C is correct. Kindly go through. Students, here is the 7th MCQ from Linear Inequalities chapter. Let me pause for a while. You kindly go through the question. So in the question itself, they have given a diagram, and the diagram represents two simultaneous linear inequalities on a number line. Say this is 1 from here till here going to the left. That is one linear inequality. Another one is from here, bubble. Can you see this? And going to the right. That is another linear inequality. Then which of the following inequalities is the solution? Means combining the two linear inequalities, we should write one inequality mathematically. So first I would request you kindly see this bubble exactly above the number minus 1. So above the number minus 1 there is a bubble, means you know wherever there is a bubble written, means not thick shaded, a small circle written, means that number minus 1 is not included. Therefore check which option here minus 1 is not included. See, in option A minus 1 is included. Therefore option A is not correct. Here in the second option minus 1 is not included, but actually second option is totally meaningless because they have given 2 is less than minus 1. Can it happen? Can 2 be less than a negative number? That is why option B rolled out. And actually if you see option C, it is nothing but option B itself reverse. They just reversed option B and written C. That is, they have said minus 1 greater than x, x greater than or equal to 2. This is also meaningless option because minus 1 greater than 2. Can a negative number be greater than a positive number? Not possible. Therefore third option ruled out. But only fourth option is correct, where minus 1 not included. Yes, minus 1 not included. Yes, minus 1 less than x. And now it goes to the front. Yes, minus 1 not included. But after that all real numbers included, and it looks like it is moving to the front. But here if you see the second inequality, they have here above the number 2, they have shaded it thick. This is not a bubble, it is shaded thick. When shaded thick means this number 2 is included, and it says less than 2. Come to the left. Therefore minus 1 not included, greater than minus 1, but go till 2, and from 2 come back, less than or equal to 2. Now that is also given here. So minus 1 less than x less than or equal to 2. Hence option D is correct. Kindly go through. Here is the 8th MCQ. Kindly go through the question. Statement 1 says the point 0, 2 is at 2 units distance from x-axis above the origin. Statement 2 reads the point 2, 0 is at 2 units distance from the y-axis left of origin. And there are 4 options. Option A, both statements are true. Option B, statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Option C, statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Option D, both statements are false. Let me plot this and show you the answer. See, the point 0, 2 is at 2 units distance from x-axis above the origin, or let me mark this point 0, 2. Say in the Cartesian coordinate system, this is what we have x-axis, here we have origin, and this is what we have y-axis, and then it is 0, 2. If I measure this much, roughly 1 unit, and this is 2 units here, and this is the point 0, 2. Therefore, the statement 1, read once again, the point 0, 2 is at 2 units, yes, correct, it is at 2 units distance from x-axis, yes, from the full, this is x-axis, full x-axis, above the origin, yes, it is above the origin is here. Therefore, statement 1 is true. Now I will explain the point 2, 0. So let me mark the point 2, 0. First of all, on the x-axis, say here, this is 1 here, this is 2 here. Therefore, point 2, 0, means students, it is here. 2, 0 on the x-axis, and it is at 2 units, yes, correct, 2 units distance, correct, from the y-axis. This full line, vertical line is y-axis, correct, but the left of origin, they are saying left of origin, left side of origin, they are saying the point 2, 0 is situated, but actually the point 2, 0 is situated on the right of the origin, on the right side of the origin. Therefore, statement 2 is false. Therefore, this question, option B is correct. Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Kindly go through. Here is the next MCQ. Kindly read. The two lines a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where b1, b2 are not equal to 0 are. Statement 1 is parallel. If a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, statement 2 is perpendicular. If a1 a2 minus b1 b2 is equal to 0. And there are 4 options. Kindly go through the 4 options. Here, to prove the two lines are parallel, we should know the concept that their slopes are equal. And also to prove or to disprove whether two lines are perpendicular or not, it is enough we know their slopes. Therefore, first of all, let us recall the slope of a straight line formula. Say, I will write here. If any straight line is given, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then its slope is, slope of this line is m is equal to minus a divided by b. That is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. Therefore, let us identify whether statement 1 is true or not. That is slope of first line. Slope of first line is, I will write here, slope of our line a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 is m1, I will call, is equal to minus a1 divided by b1. Similarly, the slope of second line a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 is, I will call it m2, which is equal to, see here, minus a2 divided by b2. These are the slopes. Now, let me start verifying statement 1 given. If the lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. Therefore, m1 is equal to m2. I will equate. m1 is equal to m2. This implies minus a1 by b1. This slope is equal to minus a2 by b2. And hence, minus get cancelled on both sides. By rearranging the terms, I will get a1 by a2. a1 by a2 is equal to B1 comes to the numerator divided by B2. And this is what is given in statement 1. So therefore statement 1 is true. Now I will explain statement second. Statement second, it says that the two lines are perpendicular if we know that the product of their slopes is -1. See, they are perpendicular if m1 into m2 is equal to -1. This implies a m1 slope is minus a1 by b1. This into slope m2 minus a2 by b2. This is equal to -1. Now minus into minus, this is plus here. So a1 a2 divided by b1 b2. This is equal to right hand side -1. On cross multiplication, I will get a1 a2 is equal to minus b1 b2. Now I transpose minus b1 b2 to the left. I will get a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to 0. Whereas the condition they have given a1 a2 minus b1 b2 is equal to 0. Therefore, it looks like statement 2 is false. Let us see the options. First option, both statements 1 and 2 are true. No, statement 2 is false. Option A is not correct. Option B, only statement 1 is true. Yes, this is correct. Only statement 1 is true. Whereas option C, only 2 is true. No, 2 is false statement. Both 1 and 2 are false. No, 2 is false, not first one. Therefore, option B is correct. Kindly go through the solution. Here is the 10th MCQ. Read the question. The radius of the circle x square plus y square plus 8x plus 10y minus 8 equal to 0 is. And to understand this, first of all, one should know standard form or general form of the equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2 into g into x plus 2 into f into y plus c equal to 0. And to this equation, I will compare the given equation. So I will write this given equation of circle exactly below this. See, x square plus y square and plus they have given 8x. This plus it is 10y, then minus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore, I will equate coefficients of x in both the equations. See, here coefficient of x 2g, here 8. Therefore, 2g is equal to 8 and this follows g is equal to 8 by 2. Therefore, it is 4. G is 4. And I will equate coefficients of y in both the equation. See here coefficient of y 2f, here coefficient of y 10. So 2f is equal to 10. Therefore f is 10 by 2. This is equal to 5. I will equate constant terms in both the equations. See here plus c, here we have minus 8. Therefore, C is minus 8. Hence, here I have written radius of the circle formula is R equal to square root of G square plus F square minus C. Therefore, R is equal to square root of G square 4 square. Say G is 4 plus F I will put 5. 5 square, this minus C is minus 8. So minus of minus 8. So this we can do in mind. 16 plus 25 is 41 plus 8 49. Square root of 49 is equal to 7. Hence this question option D is correct. The next MCQ, the derivative of. So it's a question from differentiation. F of x is equal to, they have given a series 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x power 4 plus so on. That means in the middle there are many terms plus x power 50 and x equal to 1 is. So we will differentiate f of x with respect to x, and the differentiation of f of x with respect to x is f dash x, and on the right hand side I need to apply addition rule. So I will directly start writing f dash of x is equal to say differentiation of 1 is 0 plus differentiation of x with respect to x 1 plus differentiation of x square with respect to x 2x plus differentiation of x cube 3x square plus differentiation of x power 4 4x cube plus so on and plus differentiation of last term x power 50 is 50 into x power 49. Now they have said find f dash x at x equal to 1. The meaning is here wherever there is x on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side, put x equal to 1. Therefore I will get f dash of 1 is equal to 0 you ignore, but don't ignore 1. 1 plus this is 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 square plus 4 into 1 cube plus so on plus 50 into 1 power 49. Or we will get this sum as 1 plus 2 plus this is simply 3 plus 4 plus so on plus this last number is 50. Hence it is the sum of the first 50 natural numbers. Hence you need to remember a formula which says sum of the first n natural numbers. See, I will write on this side sum of the first n natural numbers. When you write this mathematically it looks like this: 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus the last number is n, and this sum is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore compare that formula to this, we will get n is 50. Therefore sum of first 50 natural numbers is n is 50 into 50 plus 1 divided by 2. 2 goes in 50 25 times. Therefore we have the product 25 into 51, which is nothing but the first option 1275. So kindly go through the solution. Here is the 12th MCQ from the chapter 3D geometry. Say the point minus 2 comma minus 3 comma minus 4 lies in the octant. Which octant? First option first octant, second option seventh octant, third option second octant, fourth option eighth octant. Say for your kind reference I have written here the signs of x, y, z in the 8 octants. In the first octant all x, y, z are positive. In the second octant x is negative, y and z positive. In the third octant x and y negative, z positive. In fourth octant x positive, y negative, z positive. In fifth octant x and y positive, z negative. In sixth octant x negative, y positive, z negative. In the seventh octant x negative, y negative, z negative. In the eighth octant x positive, y negative, z negative. Therefore in the seventh octant we have all three coordinates negative. Therefore here all three coordinates have negative sign: minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Hence it happens in 7th octant. Therefore to this question option B is correct. Kindly go through. This is the 13th MCQ from limits topic. Consider the function f of x is equal to within one-sided flower bracket. If x less than or is equal to 0, it is defined as 1. If x greater than 0, f of x is equal to 2. Then the question is left hand limit of f of x at x is equal to 0. So for your understanding, I have written something here. So this symbol we read as less than, and this symbol we read as greater than. Now we need to find left hand limit. The short form is LHL is equal to limit of, I have written capital L small t. This is one of the ways of writing limits symbol, limit of f of x as x tends to, this arrow mark we read tends to a, and here I have written in the power minus, not anything minus 1 or minus 2, nothing of that kind, just a notation it is, x tends to a minus. Its meaning I have written down exactly below in bracket. X is less than a and very close to a. That is the meaning. Now let me begin the sum. Therefore, here I have LHL means left hand limit, and my notation is limit of f of x as x tends to. Now instead of this a, we have 0, or in this exercise a is 0. I write here 0, and here we should write minus, 0 minus, meaning is I will write down below exactly in the bracket x is less than 0 and very close to 0, and this means now it is almost done. Limit x tends to 0 minus, that is x is less than 0 and very close to 0. My dear students, I request you, please see this kind of writing x less than 0 where it is written in the question. In the question, see, x less than 0 is written here. See, here it is written, not here. This you read x less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to means there is less than 0. X less than 0. In that case, f of x is equal to 1. Therefore, in place of f of x, I should put 1. Just my function is constant function, assuming value 1. And you know, now apply the limit. Limit of a constant is the same constant, that is 1 itself. Therefore, in this exercise, LHL is 1, which is option A is correct. Kindly go through. Here is the 14th MCQ from statistics chapter. See, the question is to find the median of the observations given 3, 9, 5, 3, 12, 10, 18, 4, 7, 19, 21. And the hints are, first of all, this given data is ungrouped data. Ungrouped data is the one where only observations are given, frequencies are not given. Second thing is to find the median in case of ungrouped data. We arrange the given observations either in ascending or descending order. I will arrange in ascending order. Therefore, 3 is the smallest one, 3, again there is 3, then we have 4 here, third observation. After 4, we have 5 here, 5, and after 5, there is no 6, but there is 7 here, observation, 7. We do not have 8 here, but we have 9. 9, I think, appearing only once, yes, correct. Then I have 10. After 10, I do not have 11 here, but I have 12. Therefore, 12, next one. There is no 13, no 14, as well as there is no 15, no 16, as well as no 17, but there is 18. 18 I will write. And after 18, I think there is 19. And after 19, there is last 21. So we have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 observations. Yes, here also we had 11 observations. Therefore, my dear students, here n is 11. 11 is odd number. Therefore, if the number of observations is odd, then the middlemost value is the median. And if the number of observations is E1, then the average of two middlemost values, average means add and divide by 2, that will be the median. But here n is 11 odd, and let us find out the middlemost value. Therefore, it is say 5 values I leave on this side, 5 values, and another 5 values I leave on this side. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, middlemost value is 9. Hence, 9 is the median which is found in option B. Therefore, option B is correct. Here is the 15th MCQ from probability lesson. If A is any event associated with a sample space S of a random experiment, then which of the following is true? Say, my dear students, probability function always belongs to, that is, range of the probability function is closed interval 0, 1. This means first real number 0, last real number 1 are included, and all real numbers between 0 and 1 are also included. So another way of writing this is 0 less than or equal to P of A less than or is equal to this 1, and which is found in option A. Therefore, this question, the easy one, it is a formula. In general, option A is correct. Kindly go through the solution.